friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. Today I am setting up my January budget. As a heads up, if you're interested in the cash envelope stuffing for January, I will link that video below. That is not taking place in this video. I'm also changing up how I do this a little bit because I am incorporating the 2022 savings challenges that I'm doing. And so I want to dedicate a little bit of time to that. I'm also going to go into a little bit more detail as far as my savings, expenses, and sinking funds. So without further ado, let's jump into it so that we don't end up with a super long video. I am using the Erin Condren monthly planner, and I also use the Budget Mom Budget by Paycheck box set because I purchased the 2021 box set and I used the same thing in 2021. I've just printed out a sticker to cover over the cover so that I can easily differentiate 2021 from 2022. In here, a lot of things mirror between my two planners, but I do have some extra things that I add into the box set because it's smaller and I can take it with me. It has more portability, whereas this stays home, and it also has my annual budget information included in here. So month at a glance is primarily going to be the same in each planner. Because this is a little bit bigger, I'm going to show you this one. I've got all the bills listed out on the monthly spread, and then I have goals for January, primarily financial goals. So for this month, we want to do no credit card, and I kind of narrowed that down, the scope of what that means. And so it means no new debt, because I may use a credit card to pay for something that I can immediately pay the credit card back off for. Typically that's going to be a business expense. So no new debt is what I am referencing. I want to save $1,000 through my savings challenges, and we will talk about those in just a second. Complete tax preparation. So I'm like several months behind on updating QuickBooks, so I need to get in there and get that done so that my tax prep can be ready to go. Track expenses this month, pay taxes, and that is primarily business related taxes, not like, because my taxes are not going to be done in January. It's an ongoing thing to pay taxes. Etsy sales of $2,000, pay off $2,000 in debt. Shopify, I'm working on setting that up. Klaviyo is an email service, getting that set up. Sticker Club, and then YouTube income of 150 and adding 100 new subs. So that is what I have for goals for this month in my boxed set. I have added a list of, in addition to like the goals, things I want to do this month, and then some notes. And then I also have I photocopied onto sticker paper this sinking funds visual tracker, because I like to have a visual tracker in here as well. So the things that I'm going to track this month are $2,000 in debt paid off and $1,000 in savings, and then 10 things that I want to get done for Studio Bliss Co. So that is what I'm using that for. Now for income this month, I am expecting a total of $6,439, and I work for the government, so I get paid one time a month. All other income is really not guaranteed, but I have a pretty good estimate of what it will be and what I'm working towards it being. So for my normal paycheck, I expected $4,999, and I received $5,034. Part of that is just like a reset because it's the first check at the beginning of the year. So like the amount of taxes actually went down. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I thought it would go up at the beginning of the year. Because Social Security is a little bit higher typically. But I also received a adjustment for healthcare. So it's kind of weird how they do our healthcare. It's like you pay the total, but you get sort of like this credit back as to what the employer pays. And so last year it was, I don't know, 690 something, I think, and this year it's like 734. So it was like a 30-ish dollar difference, which is primarily what that accounts for. So we're looking at 64.39 this month, and so we will see where that ends up. For expenses, for my home, I'm paying $18.25 a month. I pay utilities, water, sewer, trash every other month, so it's roughly about $320 to $340. So I have set aside $170 for those utilities. SMUD is my electricity. I'm budgeting $150 for that. PG&E is my gas, $20 for that. That is very, very low. It actually will probably be a little bit higher because I used my oven and stove a lot for Christmas. But typically it's very low. Car payment $523, insurance for home and car $164. That will change next month. My policy renews in February, and I haven't received what my car insurance is going to be. It really shouldn't go up because who's going anywhere? My home insurance went up like $7 a year for the year, so we're just rolling with what it is currently for now. Mac computer $70, Kohl's $72, Navy Federal $120, website $16.95, telephone, cell phone $125. I need to look at that because it's actually not that high. Cable $90, internet $50. The internet's also going to change. I need to figure out to what. January is the last month that it will be $50 though. PayPal credit card $40, Platinum credit card $25, Ulta $29, loan $28.27. I'm missing a loan on here, and I'm missing a couple of credit cards and Afterpay and Klarna. So I just put $500 for those things down here, and work in progress. So hopefully we will be able to get this updated next month to more accurately reflect. I don't have enough space for everything though, so there's that. Instant Ink $53.86, Design Studio, which is software that I use for my business, $7.99, Canva $12.99, QuickBooks $17. I put in $300 for unbudgeted items, and I can tell you already spent $55 in an unbudgeted area. Also in that is sub boxes that I don't have room on here for, so in my head I'm thinking we'll just call that unbudgeted. It's budgeted for, but I needed like a miscellaneous category, so we have that. Savings, the goal is $1,000 this month, and cash envelopes $780, which were already stuffed and done. Some of my cash envelopes also include money that goes to a sinking fund. And so let's talk about cash. Well, let's talk about debt first. So for our debts this month, we got out of debt with these two people, Discover and Capital One, and we just can't seem to break up permanently. So they're back on. The minimums on these are 20 and 25. The goal is to get them paid off quicker rather than later. I'm not trying to drag it out. Klarna and Afterpay, I did not figure out what the total would be for the entire month. I know for like next week it's $44 for Klarna and I think $140 for Afterpay that's due. Loan $28.27, Ulta $29, PayPal $40, Computer 70, Coal 72, Platinum Card 25, Navy Federal 120. This is a loan payment for 116.74, and then car payment for 523.21. And so this total amount due, not minimum due, is $33,391. This is my focus debt, and this is what I am tracking this year to see how much of this I can get paid down. The goal is to pay down, I have it in here. I don't think I put a number down. At least not on here. I do know, I need to go back and check. These are the things that I want to pay off this year. So I'm paying down everything, and this needs to go, these two. But these are like what I consider my, I want to pay them off this year. And so that's kind of not true. Anyway, let me add and then clarify. So the total on these is $5104 for these 5 debts. But we're going to get rid of Clarinet after paying this loan. And listen, I tell you, Afterpay, I don't never want to see them again, but I like to see them at checkout. So that would bring it to $6108 plus the Discover, and the Capital One is $83.56. So I'm not saying that's what I want to pay off this year, because it's actually higher than that. But that is what we are focusing on. So that's our debt. Okay, for our cash envelopes and sinking funds. So there's some overlap here because I do use cash envelopes for some of my sinking funds. For my cash envelopes, they have already been stuffed. Again, if you're interested in that video, it is down below in the comments. For groceries this month, I budgeted $200 for cash. I did already spend, let's look and see. I spent $85 at Safeway and, no, I spent $81 at Safeway and $35 at Walmart. I typically will go to Walmart once a month at the beginning of the month and use my debit card because I buy certain things. Like I buy rice, I buy tomatoes, that's pretty much it. Like certain staples that I know that I can get there reasonably priced. Oh, and fruit snacks. So I use my debit card for that. I also bought shrimp this time, which is not something I would normally buy. And then at Safeway, I bought things to make gumbo for New Year's, and so that was an out of the ordinary expense. For my cash, I'm budgeting $200 this month for groceries. Let me go through this, write it in. So $200 for groceries. For eating out, we have $80. For bulk shopping, $60. Household, $20. Gas, $120, and it's actually going to be $130 because I did roll over $10. For PD, we have $20, and that's $20 for this month. He has a sinking fund, and so when we go through the sinking funds in just a second, you'll see that he actually has more than $20. We just added another $20 to the PD sinking fund. Same thing with clothes. It's a sinking fund. So we added 10. Business is a sinking fund. We added 50. Black Friday is a new sinking fund. We added 50. Birthday is a new sinking fund. We added 10. P.O. Box is a ongoing sinking fund. We added 10. Health is an ongoing sinking fund. We added 20. And car is an ongoing sinking fund. And we added 50. Now for car, I had been doing it online only, and I found that I wasn't doing it, so I've gone back to cash. For my savings challenges, I've created envelopes for some of them as well. So there is, I've actually got the new envelopes here that I need to put into my folios. But for the Budget Mom each month savings challenge has an envelope. And so what the dollar amount is to be determined. The 52-week savings challenge, I've already picked my numbers for the 4 weeks this month, and so it's going to be $120. Saveopoly is to be determined. We'll do that each week. The 22 and 2022, we're doing $22. I think I'm going to do $22 a week. It comes out to like $95 a year, $95 a month if you look at the annual amount. But I think I'm going to do $22 a week. I may change that from month to month and just save $95 at the beginning of the month. Rainy day is $85 for the month. $5,000 emergency fund. The $5,000 challenge is $420 a month. Penny challenge is $55 a month. So for these savings challenges, I put $16 in my 52-week challenge. I put $22 in my 22 and 2022, and I put $2 in my penny challenge envelope. So those were part of my cash envelopes for at least the first week of January. Okay, for my sinking funds, we have started with $1,227 in our emergency fund. We added $420, and well, I'll come back and talk about savings challenges in just a second. For car, we started with $202.15, and we added at least $50 cash. We will see if anything else is added this month, which is why I'm writing those in pencil. For vacation, we added $489. No, sorry, we started with $489. We've added nothing. For taxes, we started with $289 and $2,089, and we've not added anything yet. For health, we started with $230 and we added $20. For bulk shopping and butcher shopping, we started with $198 and added $60. For pet, we started with $190 and added $20. For our 52-week challenge, we started with $835. However, $25 is going to come out of here because it's in 3 different accounts and is doing too much. So the PD says hi. So the $25 I'm taking out is going to go to my Christmas fund. And then I am adding $1,162 from the 2021 Budget Mom Challenge. And that will be all consolidated to my home fund. And then next month you will see a separate 52-week challenge line item sinking fund so that I can track it, basically. Hopefully that makes sense. It's just it's consolidation, basically, to help me better track the money. Business, we started with $150 and we added $50. Christmas, we started with $209.71. There was $1.14 interest added, and then $25.32 is going in there, which is coming out of this home fund. So the consolidation of that account and closure of that account, I moved it to the Christmas fund. Black Friday started with $0. I added $50. My self-care sinking fund is, it has $180, but this is a new fund. I took my beauty and my fun and I consolidated it down into self-care, and then the totals for those two were $180. So that is where that $180 came from. So far we have added $22. $96 in clothing, and we added 10. Sam's Club has $59.87. We're not adding anything. It is due this month, and so I will go ahead and pay my membership, and then I will start saving again probably around June for that. P.O. Box had 95, and we added, I think, 10. Yeah, we added 10. Rainy Day Fund is a new fund. We're starting the Budget Mom over. And so remember last year's 1162 I've added here. So we're starting at 0. Saveopoly is a new savings challenge. The Penny Challenge is a new savings challenge. And the Zero Out Challenge is a new savings challenge. So all of those are starting with 0. So let's talk about these savings challenges. I think that I'm probably doing too much, but we will see how it all pans out. I have a goal to really save. I want to save $15,000, but at minimum $12,000 this year. And so to keep it fun and interesting and to keep me motivated, I'm doing a couple of different ways. And I'm going to do a savings challenge video that is more comprehensive, but to give you an idea, we are doing, so we're doing the 52-week savings challenge. And let me make sure, let me check these off as I go. So we have a 52-week savings challenge where you basically save for 52 weeks out of the year. You start with $1, you end with $52. I'm not doing that way because I don't have this type of money each week at the end of the year. So I like to mix it up and make it random. The numbers I picked are 16, 44, 36, and 24 for January. So we have already done our $16, and next week we will do another amount. The next thing is 22 in 2022. So this is just one I made up where I want to save $22 each week for self-care. So we've done $22 so far this month. I wish I had my coloring pencils. I'd color in what I've done so far, but that's okay. So that's that challenge. Then we have the Rainy Day Fund, which is just saving $1,000. And so this comes out to $20 a week if I do it weekly, or $83 a month if I do it monthly. Then I pulled from the 2021 Budget Mom Savings Challenges one that I really enjoyed, which was Moneyopoly Monday. I'm calling it Saveopoly. And so this will be weekly, and I don't know what the amount will be because it will depend on what I land on, but we will do this once a week. Then we have, did I talk about the $5,000 savings challenge? Let me go back in a second. Okay, so the 52-week penny challenge, so I'm calling this one the penny challenge, is similar to the 52-week challenge. It's just smaller amounts based off of pennies. And so I'm also going to randomly pull from this. I did $2 the first week. And we'll do that every week. Vacation savings is $5 bills. So last year I saved all my $5 bills. I'm going to continue to do that this year. And that will be going into my vacation fund. I went ahead and colored in from last year's savings because none of that has been sent. It's sitting in the bank account. And so we will continue to collect our $5 bills, and then we go deposit them into the vacation savings fund. So that will continue on into 2022, and we will see when and if one day we can go on a vacation. Okay, then I think I missed the $5,000 savings challenge. So I all I have is a tracker for it in here because it's my emergency fund. I want to save 5,000 for my emergency fund. And I started with the 1,200. So that would give me 6,200 by the end of the year. This tracker only goes to 5,000. But this is specifically for my emergency fund. I have not received, I ordered a 50/50, actually it would be $5,050 if I complete the challenge. So I ordered a $5,000 savings fund challenge, and I'm waiting for the package to come in the mail. I'm going to do an unboxing and I'll go over it when it comes. For now, I just divided 5,000 by 12 months, and it's $420. And so I set aside $420 for this month because mentally, if I don't start at the beginning of the year, like on time, it messes with me. And so I needed to get started. The other thing is, and this is what I was going to share as I was going through, is coming back to this, is I don't pay myself first. And so I am really working to commit to pay myself first this year. Because when I pay myself last, I don't get paid. So it's not to say we're not going to pay bills and things and taxes and all that, but we're going to prioritize ourselves to make sure that we can save this year. So I am definitely working to do that first. And so I transferred the $420 on payday to make sure that it was done, because coming back to it later, that money might not be there. I might go buy some planner stuff. You know how I do. So pay yourself first is our motto this year. Okay, and then I have up here, this is why I said I'm probably doing too much, but when have you ever known me to not be extra? The Budget Moms Savings Challenge this month. Again, I don't know what the dollar amount is going to be. It's a laundry haul savings challenge. And so you will count the number of items in each load of laundry, and that is the amount that you will save. So if I wash a whole bunch of, I don't know, towels, that's not a good example for this house, but, and there's like 28 towels in the load, then I would save $28. So I think this will be fun. And we will just, for every load of laundry we wash this month, we will count the number of items. We will save that amount. And I will probably check in with this weekly to see what the amount is to save. Fridays, I think, are going to be my check-in day. Then the Zero Out Challenge is where I am going to look at my bank account every Friday. And I'm going to take the tens and ones column and transfer that amount to my savings account. As an example, if there's $738.42 in my bank account, I would transfer the $8.42. So the new balance would be $730. So just to show you on paper what that looks like. If I have $738.42, I'm going to try the tens and ones column is what I'm going to transfer out, and that would leave me with $730. So this would go to, I'm sending it to a savings account. What I'm trying to determine is whether or not I want to do it for just one account or in multiple accounts. To be determined. I'll check back in with you on that when I decide. Okay, so that is the Zero Out Savings Challenge. I'm going to continue to collect all my loose change and deposit it at my bank. I usually do that every month or every other month or so. That goes into my Christmas fund. I've added 2 additional things that I'm going to do to my savings. So I have a total of 12 savings challenges. And again, I'm going to do a savings challenge video. The first one is going to be credit card cash back, because I heard somebody else talking about it and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. That's going to go into my vacation fund. So like right now, I just kind of let it sit there. Right now I've got $31 in one card and $6 on another. So $37 going to my vacation fund. And so I'm going to do that this year. The other one is like a miscellaneous. So for Ibotta, I think I have probably $50 just sitting on Ibotta. Poshmark, if I sell anything. I'm going to join Fetch Rewards, which I had not been doing. So Ibotta and Poshmark I know is cash, and so I will transfer that cash also to my vacation fund. I think Fetch Rewards, they give you gift cards, but I don't know enough about it to know what it is, so we shall see. If it's cash, then I'll transfer it to my vacation, but if it's gift cards, then we'll go to Starbucks or whatever. So that is my savings challenges. Because there's a lot of them, I'm going to use this little notepad from Planner Craving, and I wrote them on here. And I wrote, like, if it's a payday thing, and then my check-in day I think is going to be Fridays for making these transfers and things. And so this will just sort of allow me to check it off. So like I did the 5K already, I can check it off. I did the first week of the 52 week. I did the first week of the penny challenge. I did the first week of the 0 out, and I started that a week early because I don't want the last Friday to be like the 30th of December. It just pushes all my videos behind. So there's that. $5 bills will be a weekly check-in. Loose change is going to be like a monthly check-in. And then I did the first week of the 22 and 2022, and we haven't done Savopoly yet, and I don't remember if I did the rainy day or not, but I just feel like I needed something to check off. I have trackers in here, but I needed something in front of me to check off. So that is what we're doing for savings challenges this month, or for this year, I guess I should say. So that's where we're at. Let me know what you think about the new budget setup and the changes that I've made. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Let me know if what I just said for the last 30 minutes makes sense. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for budgeting in your life as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope that you will join me back here next time. I am not sure if I'm going to continue to do, so I do 4 budget videos a month, which is cash envelopes, budget setup, which is this video today, mid-month check-in, and a month-end review. I'm not sure if I'm going to add a separate video for like savings challenge check-ins, either weekly. I don't know. I don't want to overwhelm myself either, but I think it would be fun to check in for the year with the savings challenges. I just don't know if the frequency is too much, so let me know what you think about that as well. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.